Hey guys, Randy Gage here. I'm coming to you from a place in Cali, and I want to talk about the lie of objections, or the myths of objections, and how you could get sidetracked by objections, and it's keeping you from actually getting the results you want to have and sponsoring the best people. And you know the deal for you guys who've liked the page already. I promise starting in September, I'm going to do a post every weekday. It'll be a slide, it'll be a tip, or it'll be a short training video like this. So be sure and like this. Comment if you get on, just comment. Let me know you're on if you're on the live. But then the Facebook algorithm will know, hey, I want to see this in my feed. So when I put up a post every day, you'll be sure to know about it. And of course, share it with your team, because these are all going to be business building tips, things that will allow you to be more successful in the business. So let's talk about the lie of objections, because I get these questions all the time. Hey Randy, how do I handle objections? What do I do with skeptical people? Hey, how do I handle the objection? They don't have enough time. How do I handle the objection? The products cost too much. How do I handle the objection? They don't have the money to start. How do I handle the objection that it doesn't work in their town because people are too conservative, or they live in a town that's too small? Rodrigo de Lima, desde Lima. Okay, good to see you. Yeah, anyone who's on now live, check in, let me know, say hi. Swipe to see your, okay, I'm just learning about this. I'm still learning on this Facebook live thing. Remember, these objections are really, I'm going to call them lies, and meaning they're misinformation. They're taking you off of the path that you need to be on to be able to recruit people and build a successful team. Because if we've done our homework right, we're going to take the basic objections and we're going to make sure they're covered at some point in the ladder of escalation. Meaning the qualifying questions in the ladder of escalation. Madison's my hometown. In the qualifying question, in the initial one-on-one or two-on-one, whatever the basic recruiting video is, we want to handle the basic ones. But understand, and they really should be addressed, because come on guys, we've been doing this for half a century. We've figured out what the basic objections are, and any team worth its salt, and thank you for the hearts and the likes, who's ever doing that, I appreciate that. And that'll let Facebook know you want to see this stuff in your feed. So I appreciate that, everybody doing that. Half a century, we've figured out, what are the kind of questions that people have in their mind when they look at leverage selling or direct selling in our business. And I believe when you're getting objections, what it means is we haven't done an effective presentation. And the most important thing here is we haven't turned it to the perspective of the prospect. One of the things I'm always working on with myself, every time I make a presentation, every time I do, I'm working on a script for a recruiting video or a marketing tool of any kind, is, hey, am I beating my chest talking about me, talking about my team, talking about my company, talking about my prospect? Because nobody wants to see you beat your chest. They don't care. The prospect wants to know, how is this relevant to my life? How is this relevant to my situation? So we've got to make sure that we're always making the presentation from that standpoint. So when somebody says, I don't have enough time. Oh, yeah, you know what? There's Jose Alfredo. So they say, oh, Jose Alfredo, hey, that looks good. I wish you a lot of success. But I just don't have time for this. What are they really saying? What do we know? Every single candidate that you talk to has the exact same 24 hours as you do. Every member in your team has the exact same 24 hours that you do, right? We choose what are the priorities of how we spend those 24 hours. So we're going to decide, does it mean we're going to watch Dancing with the Stars, or we're going to go to a presentation? Are we going to worry about, taking the clothes to the dry cleaner, or are we going to do something to build our business? So every prospect, every candidate is the same way. They're looking at any presentation, anything you offer. Hey, how is this relevant to me? Is this going to help me pay my bills? Is this going to help me live a better life? Is this stuff going to make me healthier? Is this stuff going to save me money? Is this stuff going to save me time? Why should I be interested in this? So if somebody comes back and says, Jose Alfredo, I just don't have enough time. What that means, Jose, is you haven't shown them that this business is relevant to them. Somebody says, hey, I don't have money. Oh, that's a great deal. I see it's $459 to get started. I don't have the money right now. So, when I have the money, I'll get started. That's not an objection. What that means is we messed up. Now, why do I say we messed up? Because if I take, all right, I got a Land Rover Evoque limited edition downstairs that I bought a year or two ago. That is specially designed by Victoria Beckham for Land Rover. There's only 3 of them in the United States. I've got one of the 3, right? If I said, I'm tired of that Evoque, so it's the 2nd year now, it's time to get a new one, I'm going to sell it for $500, right? Every single prospect that told you they don't have the money to join your business for $500, if they knew they could buy that Evoque for $500, they would find the money, right? They would crawl naked over broken glass. They would wash cars. They would babysit. They would rake leaves. They would shovel snow. They would mow lawns. They would borrow it from Pookie and Ray Ray. They would do what they had to do to get that $500 because they say, hey, I buy that car for $500. I could turn around and flip it for tens of thousands. It's instant. So why have we not, hey Danielle, good to see you. Why have we not created that same mindset when they're looking at our presentation? Because that's what they should be thinking is, well, okay, $459 to get started. But if I started making $300 a month every month, residual income, and then I got it up to $500 a month, residual income, and then I got it up to $1,000 a month, $3,000 a month, what? I'd be crazy not to spend this $459. So please don't say, hey, we didn't handle the objections right, or oh, our marketing materials don't deal with the objections. Ask yourself, how am I making my presentation? From Uganda. Wow, welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. Anyone, check in, let me know where you're from. It's great to see people from all over the world. So when whatever they come up with, don't have the time, don't have the money, this looks too expensive, this doesn't apply to me, this won't work where I live, that won't work with my friends. What it means is we didn't do the job. We were talking about how great our company is, that our company is debt-free, that we're open in this many. It doesn't matter how many countries you're open, right? So we say, oh yeah, we're open in 29 countries. Nobody cares about that. But if you say, you can build a business that the sun never sets on your business. So as you go to bed at night, you will have team members in another time zone, 7, 8, 9 time zones away. They will be building a business and you're making money while you sleep. Now we've made it relevant to them. If we're showing, hey, yes, it's going to take a 10 or 12 hour a week investment to do this. But if you're willing to make that investment for 2 to 4 years, then you can get to the point where you will have total free time. You can work when you want, where you want, with who you want. Now, all of a sudden, instead of talking about us, our company, our product, our comp plan, or whatever, we're talking about what matters to the prospect. All right, so any thoughts, get down below, share them in the comments. And remember, like this, share it with your team, tag your team members. And I'll be back every weekday, from now on, always doing an update somewhere to help you grow your business.